Scoring a century is extremely hard in any form of cricket, but you have the sense of fulfillment when you score 100, don't you? It's even more fulfilling when you score some 30 odd runs, but it eventually helps the team to win the match. However, there are some centuries which go in vain as the team loses. Today at Simbly Chumma, we are going to list down those unfortunate batsmen who scored a great 100 and yet ended up on the losing side. A big shout out to Bodo Indian Fun for suggesting this topic. Thank you so much and please keep the suggestions coming in. Now let's get on with the list. Number 10, Tilakaratne Dilshan. 160 of 124 balls and 160 of 165 balls. Dilshan, who unfortunately scored two identical 160s against India, but ended up on the losing side both times. The first of which was in 2009, where India set a huge 415 runs target. Sri Lanka, thanks to Dilshan's counter-attack, were so good that they eventually lost by just 3 runs. The next was in 2012 when Dilshan scored an identical 160 of 165 to help Sri Lanka set India 321 runs for victory. India, with the help of Kohli and co, decimated the Sri Lankan bowling and reached the target with 80 balls to spare. Both times, Dilshan missed the Man of the Match award. Number 9, Chris Gayle, 162 of 97 balls. Chris Gayle's last century also became 100 in vain as he took on the English bowlers for an unexpected counter-attack which scared England. Their big 418 runs looked achievable thanks to Gayle's 162 of 97 balls. But after he got out, West Indies eventually succumbed to the pressure. England won that match by 29 runs and West Indies still had 2 overs left when they were all out. Number 8, Ricky Ponting, 164 of 105 balls. Who can forget that match? One of the best ODI matches ever. It was the first and only time when 400 plus runs was chased successfully as of date. Ponting scored a brilliant 164 runs of 105 balls to help his team to a monumental 434 runs, a never heard before score. But South Africa surprised themselves with the counter-attack that they carried out. Gibbs scored a 111 ball 175 to set up a famous victory with 1 wicket and 1 ball to spare. Rightfully, Gibbs and Ponting shared the Man of the Match award. Number 7, Robin Smith, 167 of 163 balls. Robin Smith of England scored the 5th highest score ever in one-day internationals in 1993 to help the team reach 277 for 5 in a 55-over match. Australia won that match by 6 wickets and 9 balls to spare thanks to a sensational century by Waugh and a brilliant 86 not out by Border. Robin Smith was awarded the Man of the Match for his achievement though. Number 6, Rohit Sharma, 171 of 163 balls. It was 2016 at Perth when Rohit Sharma scored a tremendous 171 runs of 163 balls to help India set a target of 310 for Australia to reach. It was a big ask on that ground, but Australia knew the ground in and out, and though India got the openers cheaply, Smith and Bailey took the game out of India with a 242-run partnership which helped Australia win the match by 5 wickets and 4 balls to spare. Steve Smith won the Man of the Match award of that game. Number 5, David Warner, 173 of 136 balls. Australia were touring South Africa in 2016. The match was a face-saving match for Australia as South Africa had already won the 5 ODI match series 4-0. South Africa set 328 runs to win, and Warner, who had a great series, went on to stage a counter-attack single-handedly. They came extremely close to winning it too. He lost his wicket when Australia needed 41 of 18 balls with just 2 wickets in the kitty. Eventually, South Africa won the match by 31 runs and the series 5-0. At number 4, Sachin Tendulkar, 175 of 141 balls. Once again a counter-attacking big century which went in vain. This time it was the god of cricket, Sachin Tendulkar. India was playing against Australia in 2009 and Australia set 351 for victory. India, thanks to a spectacular batting display by Sachin Tendulkar, came extremely close to winning the match single-handedly. But Sachin lost his wicket and India lost by just 3 runs and 2 balls to spare. Number 3, Evan Lewis, 176 of 130 balls. This was a pretty unfortunate match for West Indies. The captain of West Indies, Jason Holder, perfectly described. It's not often a guy scores 170, a guy gets 5 wickets and you lose. That was the way it had to be. Irvin Lewis, the man of the match, scored a brilliant 176 of 130 balls, but got retired hurt with a hairline crack. He helped his team to 356 for 5. England wobbled, but rain came to their rescue, as they were up by 6 runs when the match was called off in the 36th over. They were 258 for 5 at that time. Number 2, Matthew Hayden, 181 of 166 balls. In 2007, Australia toured New Zealand, and New Zealand gave Australia a 3-0 whitewash. In the third match, Matthew Hayden was unbeaten at a fantastic 181 runs of 166 balls to help Australia post 346 runs, and New Zealand, who had already won the series, decided to go all out. The Kiwis had just chased down a huge 336 in the second match, but then they decided to go for the total. New Zealand won the match by 1 wicket, but Hayden won the Man of the Match award for his amazing 181. Number 1, Charles Coventry, 194 of 156 balls. Zimbabwe's Charles Coventry gets the first rank as he scored the 9th highest individual score in ODIs as of August 2020. But that was not enough for Zimbabwe to win the match, as the rest of the batsmen did not come to the party and they were barely able to score 312 runs. On the other side, Bangladesh's Tamim Iqbal's brilliant 154 was good enough for their team to win the match by 4 wickets and 13 balls to spare. Coventry did win the Man of the Match award along with Tamim Iqbal. What do you think of this list? Do let us know about it, and if you have any suggestions, feel free to write to us in the comment section below. Do press the like button, share button and subscribe to Simbly Chumma for more amazing and interesting videos on cricket and other sports.